recent years, gun violence has become a major issue in society. The amount of gun violence-related deaths have caused the overall life expectancy to decrease for the average American. More children die in the United States from accidental gun use than any other developed country in the world. Easy access to firearms, along with an overall lack of awareness surrounding the severity of mental health, both contribute to increased gun violence both in New York State and nationwide. We need to study the effects of gun violence on society, who is affected, and what we can do to improve.
Data shows that children who are exposed to violent firearm-related acts on TV are more prone to acting violently themselves. Prevention efforts and legislation can greatly reduce the likelihood of firearms being introduced into communities. We examined laws that are already in existence so we could decide what needed to be reformed. Comparison data and trends were gathered from recent years in various areas of New York State to see if gun violence has increased recently.
We have brainstormed a variety of solutions to combat gun violence. Our team would develop a game that children can play in elementary school that teaches the negative impacts of gun violence. It would serve as a preventative measure to decrease rates of accidents in communities and reinforce gun safety. Our group also discussed making a law requiring parents or guardians to keep all firearms locked up and out of reach from children living in the household. If children have access to guns, they are less likely to be hurt by them. Additionally, limiting exposure to guns may reduce the unfortunate scenario of a fatal accident occurring.
Laws instituting better access to mental health in schools should be introduced. With the ongoing pandemic, those who have mental illnesses may not be getting the care they need, either from school or mental health professionals. This unfortunately may cause an increase in gun violence. Laws should also be applied to incorporate HIPAA policies at schools with any social workers or psychiatrists. Children may feel more comfortable sharing how they feel when they know the information will be confidential.
To bring awareness to our communities, educated professionals could hold assemblies at schools to educate students of all ages on the impacts of gun violence and how to protect oneself. Assemblies have been used in the past for educational purposes, and they are very beneficial. Ads can also be placed on Instagram to educate the community on the dangers of gun violence and its prevalence. This is seen with the COVID-19 vaccination effort, where the government posts on social media to educate the public.
Effectiveness can be measured through a survey where we analyze if the community had a change of opinion surrounding gun violence. We can also measure gun sales and firearm-related deaths before and after implementation of the solution multiple times for a long period of time to see if they worked and to see if the community responded to our solutions with their actions.
19 seconds